Something unto death. Penacony's new boss, that's a bit of a headache. A statement that couldn't be more true for a Trailblazer only account. And perhaps you're wondering, hold on, if this is Trailblazer only, why are there two characters in the team? To briefly recap, or in case this is your first time viewing the series, in which case, hello there, and do enjoy the show. Something unto death, or at least the version fought within the story, is impossible to defeat with a single character because the fight is literally a check on your team size. If you enter battle with only one character, you are guaranteed to lose after clearing the first phase because its health cannot go below 1%. And upon reaching 1%, it'll launch an instant death attack that hits up to two characters. While it may look like they survive with 1 HP, after the cutscene plays, they'll appear in the captured state of Morbid Dream with 0 HP, and the battle will cut to defeat before it even begins. Thus why I have the trustiest of all companions for this battle, Sampo, level 1, no light cone. He is all I need. I tend to use him as a relics holder when swapping blazerdono's gear, so he currently has this hodgepodge of 4-star relics equipped. Now then, let's get to cheating death. It's actually a pretty clever trick I plan to pull. We begin with the biggest of slaps, taking 71% of its health. For my plan to work, I need Sampo to die, but I also need him to live. It'll make more sense in a bit. Blazerdono's really letting out the anger this time. I need him to hold back for now, so we're going with a basic attack.
It'll take more than that.
Sampo still stands. That needs to change. And thankfully, I can force the boss to target him because the next action will trigger losing Eventide Light, an instant kill attack on the last character to act. With Sampo inflicted with a Morbid Dream and stuffed into that sepulcher, it is time for the prestige of my little plan.
What about this?
Welcome back to the land of the living. Our hero, the one and only level 1 Sampo, no light cone, savior extraordinaire. At the start of the second battle, all allies who were not the target of the scripted attack, Watery Dissolution, are automatically revived. But Watery Dissolution hits 2 allies. Yes, it does. But like every attack in this game, it cannot target characters who are already dead. And because Morbid Dream is a special sort of death, a character's energy gauge is retained, meaning Sampo's energy doesn't start from 0. 404 damage per hit? My big friend, you're gonna be a little short, ain't ya?
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Your worst nightmare is now free. He looks positively livid and so done with your nonsense. Thusly, the great Sampo takes his leave. The curtain is falling on this act. It may look like Blazerdono is in dire straits, however, when the boss begins charging to unleash Watery Dissolution, all player characters are granted full energy, giving Blazerdono another ultimate. And with a one final swing, a one final crit, checkmate. There you have it, something unto death with 2 characters, one being a level 1 Sampo without a light cone. Bit of a funny story behind this. What you just saw was the first and only attempt. It wasn't supposed to be the real deal. I went in to experiment, which is why I didn't set up auto-use food. That would have given me a big boost in the second phase. And yet, well, what do you know? Take away the scripted insta-kill and it falls to blazerdono just like everything else. Alright, maybe that's being too cocky. But I did get a good laugh out of beating it by accident on the first try. That leaves us with one more boss for version 2.0. Stellaron Hunter Sam, let our duel be magnificent. Thanks for tuning in. A subscribe is most appreciated if you're enjoying the show. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at Moosashiden if you're curious about sneak peeks or other updates. This is Moosashi and blazerdono signing off. Till next time.